Thank you very much, Prime Cabinet Secretary. Please, let's take our seats. Asanteni sana. Prime Cabinet Secretary is present, the Governor of the great city of Nairobi, Ambassador of China present here, the leadership, Chairman of EVIC, our friends and investors in this facility, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Hamjambo. I'm happy to join you this evening at this event and honored to preside over the official opening of a project which serves as an inspirational model for the strategic convergence of development policy and investor activity. Both the GDC and JW Marriott represent the immense positive impact of synergy between the public sectors and articulates the possibilities that can be unlocked by aligning private investment with a broader national development agenda. The Global Trade Center, which is part of this investment, developed by AVIC International Real Estate Kenya Limited, is a vast complex of amenities designed to promote global investment in Kenya and in our region. And I take pride in the confidence AVIC have shown in our country. I know this for a fact because on many occasions we've had to step in to help AVIC when they were doing this investment. There were many challenges, but I am amazed at the resolve of AVIC that even with the many challenges they faced, they moved on, and today we celebrate an iconic building and an iconic hotel facility. This is why it has been defined in our National Development Blueprint, the Kenya Vision 2030. The GTC has accordingly attracted a leading global hospitality brand, the iconic JW Marriott Hotel, to accelerate the transformation of Kenya's tourism, hospitality, meetings, incentives, and exhibitions. At a time when we have embarked on a fundamental repositioning of the sector in keeping with the imperatives of our plan. Part of the campaign I have sustained for the last 1 year is to give a different perspective of our country and our continent. Because for a long time, our country and continent have been defined by narratives informed by untruths or half-truths, myths, and things that are not true. For a very long time, our continent, our region, has been defined as the continent of trouble, disease, poverty, conflict, war. We are repositioning our country, repositioning our region and our continent as something different. It is a continent of possibilities, of immense potential, of great opportunities. That is what we are, not what others want to define us to be. And I am persuaded beyond doubt that today the narrative around our continent and our country has significantly changed. Tourism has been one of the country's highest sources of foreign exchange for decades. and its role in sustaining investment and employment cannot be overstated. In just this facility alone, we've been informed that about 500 Kenyans will be hired to serve in this facility. However, better recognizes that the full potential of this sector is yet to be actualized, and that significant investment, accompanied by facilitative strategic policy and regulatory interventions by government, is necessary for us to tap into the full potential of our tourism and hospitality sector. Consequently, the government of Kenya has developed and is championing quality tourism standards and implementing incentives to support the rapid improvement of standards through registration, licensing, and classification of all accommodation and catering facilities in our country. The contribution of accommodation and catering enterprises to our tourism is immense. And our interventions are part of a broader strategy to uplift its overall performance and capacity to drive our development agenda under the bottom-up economic transformation plan. By 2027, we intend, and I have given targets to Alfred and his team, we intend to receive 5 million tourists annually by 2027 on account of a diversified and competitive tourism product, which will include sports, culture, agricultural, medical tourism, as well as facilities like this. This immense and this increase must be supported by high-quality hospitality facilities, efficient connectivity, and a secure overall environment. Yesterday, I spent 6 hours with the private sector to discuss the competitiveness of our country and to work with them to eliminate hurdles, roadblocks, other impediments that make business slow in our country. I am very proud that after 6 hours of engagement, we had a roadmap with our private sector on how we are going to drive investment and entrepreneurship and creating an environment for us to leverage on our position as a country to take Kenya to the next level. The governor of Nairobi will confirm to you that I have been on phone with him several times on the facilities that we have in this city. He will confirm with you that, in fact, a week ago, we had a meeting between the national government and the county government of Nairobi, because Nairobi is important as our capital city and as our center of activity. As national government, we're going to support the city of Nairobi, the county government of Nairobi, to make sure that Nairobi is appropriately positioned to be the anchor for our tourism, our investment, and our facilitation of other sectors of our economy. We have already begun to move resolutely in this direction. In 2022, earnings from inbound tourism rose from 353 billion, with bed occupancy rates rising by 27% to 6.4 million from 5 million. There is significant positive growth in both the number of tourist arrivals and domestic tourism activities, which demonstrate Kenya's popularity as a tourism destination. Last year, as Sakaja mentioned here, Lonely Planet billed Kenya as the best tourism destination to visit in 2024. And in that assessment, we beat Paris, we beat all the others, and we occupied position 1. We want, as our visitors come, they must find us hospitable, with adequate facilities, adequate connectivity, and a clean city. Sakaja, you are listening. And to aid in the numbers that we are looking up to, I did commit to the country that to facilitate visitors from around the globe, we are going to take the strategic decision to eliminate visa requirements for people visiting Kenya. I am very proud to say that, as I announced on the 12th of December, there is no longer any visa requirement by any country, by any visitor to visit Kenya, except to be vetted, to make sure that we keep the bad guys away. Otherwise, all other visitors. And for your information, the numbers are changing drastically. The numbers are changing drastically. While it took between a week and 2 weeks and sometimes 3 weeks to get a visa to come to Kenya, with our ETA facility, it now takes between 5 minutes and 7 minutes to complete all your filings. And we have now reduced the number of days. On average, some are approved instantly, others are approved within hours, many are approved within 3 days. So we are moving our country to be the country that is easy to travel to. Similarly, MICE has registered rapid expansion as more and more delegates flock to the country for events like the Kenya Business Forum, the Africa Climate Summit, the East Africa Tourism Expo, the Magical Kenya Travel Expo, the United Nations Habitat Assembly on Urban Development Agenda, and the United Nations Environment Assembly, among many other events and regional and global attractions. Kenya is going places. As the humanities' first home, we will be doing much more to interest people of all nations of the world to visit our country. And as I said, all of us should welcome them home whenever we have that opportunity. Welcome home is our call to all our brothers and sisters globally to connect with their origins. It is also a signal to investors to plug into our present and future need for adequate hospitality facilities of the highest standard. There is an opportunity for strong global brands to follow the example of JW Marriott, and invest here now because the future is looking promising, yet we are only getting started. Let me also confirm to us that we are concluding on building a huge facility, conferencing facility at the Bomas of Kenya, complete with a 1,200-bed hotel. We are responding because today in the city of Nairobi, every hotel is between 90% and 100% full in the city of Nairobi. It's never been this way. And so is the case in Mombasa and many other towns. For those of you who are investors, you can take it from me, there is an opportunity for the men and women, investors who want to invest in the hospitality industry, because our tourism numbers are growing, our visitor numbers are growing, and there is need for hospitality facilities complete with hotels like this for us to match the demand. I congratulate JW Marriott on this successful, highly appropriate and strategic investment. And I want to commit that the government of Kenya is going to work with you as you explore other possibilities of other facilities in Kenya. And whenever you need the support of the government of Kenya, we will always be present. The Ministry of Tourism will take lead on making sure that we'll hold your hand in making sure that you can do the investment that you're looking forward to. I am certain that this particular project will quickly become a jewel in the ground of your portfolios, and wish you success as you serve guests from Kenya, from our region, from our continent, and from all over the world with exemplary hospitality that is the signature of JW Marriott. And to ask all of us, and I like what all the leaders have talked here, that we are a viciously democratic country. We defend, we protect our democratic space as the people of Kenya. And because of our democracy, we can proudly stand out and say your investment is safe in Kenya. Because it doesn't matter who is in power, Kenya will be safe always. Because we believe in democracy, and we believe that there is opportunity for everybody, and we are working around the clock to make sure that we provide the environment necessary for us to attract investment, to grow our opportunities for investment, and to stabilize those who are already investing in Kenya. With these many remarks, JW Marriott Nairobi is officially opened.
A wonderful round of applause for His Excellency. And with your permission, Your Excellency, allow for a photo opportunity. If we can just do it right here on stage. So I'll invite EVIC GTC team first. And that's Mr. Lai, Mr. Gao, Zong,